We're going to do an official interview about the sustainability of the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing. I've just realised that all my footage up to that point was in slow-mo, so I'm not even sure if it's going to be usable, I'm sorry. But I'm on my way to the Nurburgring on a Lufthansa A321. Looking forward to another weekend with the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing Championship, and it should be fun. A big hangover on the way, I'm sure, but still, lots of fun. I love my job. Okay, and we are out now. Is the mission of trying to find HJ, who's picking me up. I don't have a clue where he'll be, or where it's even possible to pick people up from. I'm going to have a wander down that way because it looks like there's not taxis down there. Let's go and find out and hop in the car. I found him. He's just sorting the tickets and stuff out now, the car parking. HJ is the only guy I know that can pull off yellow shirts and body warmers as well as anybody. There's an art form to getting in. Here he is. Damn it. Yeah, it would slightly affect my footage if we went into the back of the camper van.
But it would give a really special twist, you know, the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chaz went to the Nurburgring and got in a car crash. Yeah, fantastic. And before you know, we're in the pit lane. Well, the paddock, we're at the back of the paddock obviously. Pit lane is out yonder. But we're now wandering all the way down to the TV garage, with HJ still, to find where the crew are and then get set up and get sorted. I think I may have missed media rides unfortunately, so I may not be going out in a truck, but I'm going to see what strings I can pull to try and end up on the circuit, but we'll see. Great to be back. Wonderful atmosphere already. I can't even speak English. I'm very excited for this weekend. So I've been told that the media rides are being organised from garage number 7. There's a few people still going out in the trucks at the minute, so I'm going to try and use Madam to try and get a ride. There is not one thing dignified about this. It's not very flattering. However, I've winged it. I'm going to try and get into Antonio, but we'll have to wait and see, because there's other people waiting as well from the media and all sorts of to go in. I bumped into Jane. She's going to laugh at me when I throw up all over the truck. I don't know whether I'm going out with Sasha or not, but we'll figure it out. I can't hear
I'm not going to clean it. I'm not going to clean it.
No.
That's his mess.
Hi there. Well, oh my god. So going out on track with 3-time European champion Antonio Albacete is definitely a highlight. That was unreal. The truck moves around so much mid-corner that you don't see on screen. You see them on screen still moving around a lot, but nowhere near as much as it feels like it does in the truck itself. That was bonkers. But obviously to go out with someone like Antonio, 3-time champion with hundreds of wins, hundreds of podiums, that was special. That was very, very special. Thank you to T-Sport Burnout for sorting that out. Mega. So now, while all the trucks are out for practice, I'm going to go and do a quick sound check in the OB van, get all my kit set up. We've got a really interesting schedule this weekend. So we've got, normally have race 1 and 2 on Saturday, races 3 and 4 on Sunday, with qualifying and Super Pole before both. Tomorrow, we've got qualifying, Super Pole and race 1. Then we've got race 2 on Saturday morning, then qualifying and Super Pole again, and then race 3 in the afternoon. And then on Sunday we've got a warm-up in the morning and then nothing until a race late on in the afternoon. So it's a really strange schedule, but there's so many series out there on the circuit this weekend that it's not easy to get right. So obviously we've had to shuffle around a little bit and make the most of it. So sound check all done, had a lovely little wander around the paddock, met a few more people, saw some of the organisers, sorted my clothes bag out and got that from the car, and now I'm sweating. Doesn't even look that hot or muggy, but it really is. I'm now stuck in traffic. Oh, it does not look happy. But anyway, now starts the evening festivities, so to speak, i.e. the drinking. But we're gonna have a little get together with everybody from ETRA, just upstairs in one of the sort of lounges or something. And then I believe we're going to go down to the Mullenbachschleife, the hairpin at the bottom where they normally have all the show trucks and everything together. I've also just spotted a very sexy man called Lewis Vogler, and I'm wondering when he's going to notice me, because I'm walking straight towards him. Although he's working, he's got a camera in his hands, as he often does. So I'm going to see whether he notices me. I'm just going to stick my GoPro in his face.
Hey,
How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah.
Here he is.
Hey.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Unfortunately.
Oh wow.
No, I'm sorry.
So now I'm on my way to meet EB, the German commentator. There's like a fan zone thing that apparently they're doing some sort of prize draw there. I've been asked to attend and help host. So I don't know what to expect at all. I'm very much in the dark about this and on my own, so I'm just going to walk there and try and find out whatever the hell I can. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's been a great day so far. Really enjoyed myself. It's only a tiny percentage of what's going to be a very long weekend.
Rabattpreis, 1 Euro das Los.
EB's absolutely in his element. Cheers.
Rabatt 1 Euro. 1 Euro Rabatt. Das ist der Rabatt.
I don't get a word of what he's saying, but it's funny, apparently.
I hope you have fun, Chaz.
I will. I always do. I always do.
The raffle, die Verlosung. Chaz Draycott, Chaz Draycott.
That's me.
Die jetzt schon mal wieder los.
EB's made me famous. This is the vibe.
So, locker werden, jetzt geht's los. Also. Männer.
I would say I'd put subtitles on this, but I've not got any
So,
clue at
es kann
all.
losgehen.
No clue.
Es ist, also erstmal muss ich euch sagen, Ladies and Gentlemen, Chaz Draycott ist ja heute Morgen ganz früh aufgestanden, habe ich gesagt. Chaz geht jetzt wieder. Herzlichen Dank, dass du da warst. Riesenapplaus für unseren englischen Kommentator Chaz Draycott.
Bless EB. He made me feel like an absolute superstar then, bless him. Even though he was doing the whole raffle and everything in German, he was translating a lot of it to English just for me being there. And everyone was really getting on board with it. That was so much fun. And it was all for a good cause as well. It's all raising money for cancer charities. And there's a lot of big fans of the sport here, and there's loads of hats and loads of other memorabilia and model trucks and all sorts available. It's just really, really cool to see that. And it's great to be a part of it, you know. I'm glad I came down to something like that tonight. But now, I've been told I've got to meet up with everybody else and go and get some food. So, I'll see you maybe in the morning. One cool thing I did forget to mention is that our place to chill this weekend is the AMG lounge on top of the entire building. Here he is. It's Mike Rowe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the view, man. Holy
GoPro buddies.
GoPro buddies.
You're gonna get Gordon like coming across this whole place. You're gonna get the shot.
He knows.
You're gonna get the shot.
He knows. Well, good morning. Apologies for not starting the day in my hotel room, but the GoPro properly died last night. It's only on 3% now. I'm in the OB van. This is my setup for the weekend. I'm going to have my laptop with my audio mixer and my wonderful Audio-Technica BPHS1 headset. I've got a live feed coming through on here, so I'm really just going to use my laptop for timing and other things. And yeah, this is going to be my office. I'm commentating as well on the 4 French Truck Racing Championship races this weekend, which is known here as the Mittelrhein Cup. So I'm having to cover all them. I had Eiffelgeist for the first time last night, and admittedly, we've got a bit of a bet going on where with Eiffelgeist you get given these gloves to wear. I've been told to wear my glove all day, but I've already seen one of the guys not wearing his, so when I'm in here I'm not going to be wearing it. Still, there's a lot of fun going on here at the Nurburgring, and I'm really enjoying myself so far. So I'm going to have a wander around the paddock in a little bit and get all set up, but it's going to be a busy day, so there might not be as much walking around in said vlog. Okay, so the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing Championship is now on track for practice. I've just done another little audio check, and it doesn't look like I can maybe get out this way actually. But I'm going to go and watch the machines themselves on track, catch up with what's going on, see what the day holds. But it's beautiful weather, look. It's absolutely glorious this morning. Just need some water, man. My lips feel like they're made of sandpaper. Also, there's the Krona e-trailer again with us this weekend. They're going to be doing their record run once more. So I'm not sure if any of you have seen it before, but the record run trailer that Krona are doing has a powered rear axle. So it takes a lot of the actual sort of strain off the tractor unit itself, helps fuel emissions and all sorts. But it's got something stupid like 700 horsepower peak output. So if you put that on something like a Scania 770, oh my Jesus Christ, it scared the shit out of me. If you put that sort of trailer on something like a Scania 770, you're going to be talking like 1400 horsepower at peak. It's just absolutely nuts. But they're taking that thing around all the circuits in Europe and setting lap records basically for a truck with a trailer. It's so cool, it really is. So I'll try and see if we can get some footage of that as the weekend goes on. Morning. It's always a cool thing walking down the pit lane. There's nothing quite like it, to be fair. Especially when there's a lot of people obviously from teams and so on that you know, and such a great vibe and a positive paddock. I love it. Really love it. The perks of having an organiser's pass means you can go where you want. Here he is. Right? Yeah, not too bad. nice catch up with Norbert Kish. He's on fire once again this morning, and so is the team. They're all happy after finishing fastest in the first practice session. Now I'm going to go back to my little OB van and get set up once again. It's getting very hot very quickly here, I can tell you that.
Jochen Hahn has gone second fastest there with a 1:54.933, just under 0.2 of a second off. And then Jamie Anderson goes up to third place ahead of Antonio Albacete. Then it's Andrei Kurzim, Sasha Lenz in sixth. He'll definitely want to improve on that, being 1.1 seconds off pole.
Okay, so qualifying and super pole commentated. Time to now move on to have a wander around the paddock. It's actually got very cloudy and very windy all of a sudden, so I've put my sunglasses on in hope that it's going to get better. I've got the French Truck Racing Championship to do, and then that's their first race. And then, of course, we've got the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing Championship race a little bit later as well. Busy weekend, lots to go on. He's loud. But yeah, going to go and have a wander back down the paddock now and see some of the drivers. I've now been summoned for information duty on the Ford F-Max for an interview with Lena. So now I've gone all the way up there, got to go all the way back down there. Later on I'm going to go back up there to go and meet somebody else. And then I'm going to go back down to the OB van because everything is seemingly spread very far apart this weekend. My poor feet, my poor leggies. So I've just met and had dinner with Lena, who is the co-presenter for Christina for the remainder of the championship, and she's a right laugh. She's fantastic. She's got so much experience with being a mechanic in the past for Steffi Halm like 20 years ago. She's a mechanic on a lot of cars as well, so she knows her stuff in terms of the technical side, and she's got great enthusiasm for it all, and it's really good to have her on board as well. So we were just sort of catching up and getting to know each other a bit, because obviously when you're working together as presenters and commentators, you have to have that sort of link, you know, you have to have the friendly banter between the two of you, and it needs to feel more comfortable like that. And obviously Christina and I have worked together for a few years now, but Lena's come into the championship as of this weekend for the rest of the season. So yeah, it's great to meet her, and of course adds to our ever expanding and improving team that we've got. It's actually getting very hot again now. The sun's come back out. It's still quite windy, but I need to go and get set up for the French Truck Racing Championship, which are on a little bit later after GT Masters.
Now I thought I'd keep this bit in the vlog because I thought this was quite funny. I was using the time warp feature to record the Mittelrhein Cup competitors on my GoPro, but for some reason decided not to stop the recording. I carried on walking down the paddock, eventually bumped into Teo Calve, who it was lovely to see again after all this time, and then bumped into a photographer called Mario, and my camera captured the entire thing, albeit in a roundabout way, and I thought it looked quite cool, so I've decided to keep it in. And Teo Calve wins and extends his championship lead in race one of the Mittelrhein Cup here at the Nurburgring. Second place going the way of Rafael Sousa, great race from him. Consistent pressure onto the back of Teo's machine. And third place going the way of Thomas Robineau.
And that is race one of the Mittelrhein, if I'm saying it right, Cup done. It is very sweaty in here. It was actually not that bad to commentate that race because I know truck racing quite well by now. It wasn't too difficult to say the least, but it's just difficult getting used to knowing what the proceedings are with podiums and all sorts, especially when you don't know a championship as well. So I've got a little bit more to get used to for the next ones. They're just going to leave that feed and everything running, and I'm going to go outside because I'm melting to death in here and I need a drink and I need to cool down. But yeah, that was really good. Enjoyed that one. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? What I might do is a bit of a treat to myself actually, because I love GT3 cars as much as the next guy, is go into the pit lane now that the ADAC GT Masters practice is on and see whether we can catch any of the gorgeous sounding Lamborghini Huracans, Porsches, BMW M4s, all sorts. Some fantastic cars in the field. There's even Mercedes AMG GT3s as well, so let's go see if we can find some of them, shall we? That's such a naughty noise, isn't it? Well, I think you'll agree that was awesome. There's some very noisy boys on the stage right now though, sorry. But still, good vibe once again, and we've got still 2 days left of this. There's still 2 days to go, and this isn't even the big day. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the big day. I feel this vlog might be a long one, so sorry. I don't quite think he's going to do it. I think there might have been a tap there actually, as Norby gets slightly out of shape. And unlike most races we've seen before, Sasha Lenz has actually got a nose in front here in the opening corners, but now they're going to go back down to the right-hand side. Norby's going to have the inside line, but Sasha's going to have the wider line and the faster speed run off the corner. Can he do anything as they go now down towards the hairpin, down at Curzan Bindung? Jamie Anderson in there as well has got ahead of Jochen Hahn. Jamie locks up on the brakes, and he's gone into the side of Sasha Lenz, and the two of them run straight on. Okay, another great race. Bags all packed. I can't get out. Ooh! I nearly killed a bloke with a door. But now I've got to rush down to the start-finish straight because one of my favourite things, oh, my hair's flat, one of my favourite things of the weekend is about to get underway. Go and stop. I'm going to record again when I get down there because if EB's already there, he's probably going to announce me to everybody and embarrass me like he did yesterday. But we'll get there in a sec. Oh. Nicely done, mate. You must be happy? Yeah. That was good. That's a massive trophy. Yeah. It's huge. That was a good race. There we go then. Lucas Hahn wins the Promoters Cup for the first race. He's a lovely boy, bless him. Such a great lad and always nice to talk to. All the drivers are, they're just great people, but we're going to move down now quickly to the start-finish straight because I think I'm going to be late for go and stop. Okay, so I bumped into HJ on the way and I've now inherited these horrendously cool sunglasses, which I'm now going to wear for it. So let's go and find EB. We've got a lot of people watching, look. And what they're going to do is fling the trucks down the start-finish straight into that lane of cones there. And there's shut up! There's then 3 bollards in the middle with a plate on, like a metal plate on them. And then they're going to run into it. They've got to hit the first one, but not the second 2, if that makes sense. You'll see in a sec. If you haven't watched my vlog from last year, you're going to like this. Jörg Henning! Hello! It is an honour. Yes. How are you?
Very fine, thank you, yes.
This is Jörg Henning. He's a legendary commentator in, well, here at the Nurburgring, aren't you?
Yes, it's highlight for you.
Yes.
Go and stop.
A bit of go and stop, yeah, it's always good fun.
Yes, you're here, not in Hollywood.
I am here. This feels like Hollywood. This is EB, our German commentator for the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing Championship.
How are you?
I'm very good, are you?
Oh, it's your vlog.
Yes, yes.
And now,
oh yeah, I introduced you to EB yesterday, didn't I?
Chaz is very excited for this competition. Go and stop. Knorr-Bremse is the sponsor.
Yes.
And we have a long day, Chaz, you and I and Jörg.
Oh yeah.
And now we will have finished this day with the Knorr-Bremse Go and Stop.
Absolutely. It'll be loads of fun.
Absolutely, we have fun. We have an interview with Chaz.
Indeed.
A short interview with Chaz. And then let the games begin.
Let the games begin. Let's go, shall we? Let's crack on. This is just the most bonkers competition. It's absolutely nuts. It really is. Oh no.
Every day, every hour, every month for the Knorr-Bremse Go and Stop. Chaz, Thank you for your time here for the Go and Stop. What are your thoughts about the Go and Stop?
You're all bonkers, but this is absolutely fantastic. It's just great to have everybody here to just enjoy an event like this and a competition like this. And it's just something that you don't see anywhere else in the world. It's just really good fun. It's great to be here.
Sagt, ihr seid alle bekloppt, aber das sind wir sowieso schon viele Jahre. Aber sagt, es ist ein super. Chaz, you're here for commentating the European Championship, the Goodyear European Championship, and the French Championship with an English live stream. And you will make the vlog. You are. What are your plans for this evening? Mühlenbach-Schleife?
Mühlenbach-Schleife and Eifelgeist, I think, is a good plan.
Oh, ist das ein guter Plan? Der Chaz möchte gerne eine Mühlenbach-Schleife und Eifelgeist. Das ist ein guter Plan, ne? Oder? Meine Damen und Herren, liebe Freunde, unser englischer Freund Chaz Draycott. Thank you very much for joining us here, Chaz.
Thank you.
Danke.
I love it.
Der Trainingsdurchgang. Davon fahren wir nur einen. Dann haben wir den ersten Lauf auf 3, 2, 1. Ja, wunderbar. Läuft. Morgen Abend ist Feierabend in der Müllmann.
How cool is that? I think it's just finished. Everyone's going mental. And in a minute it's going to be time to present trophies and stuff. So I'm going to try and hop the fence with them and get involved. So they're going to do the trophy presentation now. EB and I are walking to the grid, on the circuit. They've got all these lined up, look. Such a great crowd and sort of reception for all of this is awesome. Really awesome.
Jeder. Meinst du, das stimmt, was jeder sagt? Das stimmt ganz genau. Wir haben keine Möglichkeit. An dieser Stelle Champagne!
Fantastic fun, even if I'm a bit wet. Now, in the interest of this vlog not being too long, I'm going to end the first part of the video here. This is going to be a two-parter because I thought I'd come here this weekend and not film too much, but honestly it's such a great weekend with so much going on that I can't not. So from the start-finish straight at the Nurburgring, that's the end of part 1. I'll see you in part 2. See you later. So maybe part 1's not quite finished. We're now with the boss man on circuit in the Beast, and as is almost inevitable, we're going down to the Mühlenbach-Schleife because you cannot avoid said Mühlenbach-Schleife.
And what happens in Nurburgring
stays at the Mühlenbach-Schleife. Yeah. I've also realised that my lens is really cloudy because it got soaked in champagne earlier. Oh, track limits, George. We're going to get a time penalty. We'll tell Cena and he'll investigate later.
I hope not with his glove.
Hey, that penalty marker's moving. Me and the boss man, we're going to do an official interview about the sustainability of the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing. No, it's just a good vibe, look at it. It's just such a laugh. Sorry. When you're not walking into people, that is. Yeah, look at that. Sustainability.
Ich spreche gerne aus meinem Zeitplan aus. Wollt ihr eine Zugabe?
on, you gotta get there. Oh, I'm soaked. This is nuts, man. This is nuts. Oh my God, it's you! How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. This is Lucas. He's a legend. A legend. Hey, there is nothing like the Mühlenbergschleife. It might not look fantastic on the vlog, but honestly, the vibe, the whole thing being here, it's just so sick. So sick. Look, I mean, look at it. He loves it. I think now I can finally say this will be the end of part 1 of the vlog. Saturday and Sunday are still to come. That'll be put into part 2. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, because I'm vibing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2 in a few days. Have a good one.